No more changing stations, you came to the right place. Turn off your televisions, they'll just get in the way. It's time to get to the point on 107.3. Max is on the air with locals only.
Central Kentucky's rock station 107.3 The Point. The Blue Soul Gypsys in the studio with me tonight. Of course, playing a show at the State Theater. That's coming up January 25th, the end of January, and have just gone into the studio December 10th in Nashville. Tell us a little bit about the experience. Introduce yourselves again. And
I'm Aaron McDowell. I'm a guitarist and the singer.
I'm Justin Perez. I play bass.
I'm Jeffrey Scott. I'm the drummer.
I'm Mike Patrick. I play guitar.
Okay, you guys going to be playing the State Theater at the end of January. Went into the studio. Tell us a little bit about where you went and a little bit about the recording process on your new EP.
We went to Fry Pharmacy Studios. It's in Old Hickory, just a little bit outside of Nashville. And it was an amazing experience. We went in there, and it was like walking into a time machine. It was like the 1970s. Everything in there was so like retro and vintage, and it sounded awesome. And Scott McEwen was our engineer, and he did a great job. So we had a lot of fun.
So tell us a little bit, there's a lot of bands that are kind of going back to recording analog stuff at this point in time. This is more of an analog studio you guys went in to do.
It was all done. All these couple tracks that you hear tonight, they were done on 2-inch tape, reel to reel. And we got to use actually the same reel to reel recorder that the White Stripes recorded their first album on. This guy, Scott, he actually has the actual machine. Yeah. I guess he bought it somewhere along the way throughout the years, but that was pretty cool. He picked it up in Detroit somewhere. So
yeah, it was really exciting. It was like, wow, just starting to make these connections, on this journey of ours musically. It was a big deal to us to sit there and say that as a piece of history, because Jack White is huge to us and to a lot of people too, because he's a big musically inclined person in America.
Now, what type of things did you pick up? Obviously, you guys have not recorded out of town before, so this is the first experience of you guys recording out of town in Nashville with somebody who you really didn't know ahead of time, correct?
Yeah,
we didn't know him at all. It's actually we got down there a little bit early, and we walked in, and he was sitting there mopping up the floor. So the place is not glorious by no means, but it's absolutely perfect. The way it was, and he was really nice, kind of quiet. I guess kind of the way you would expect an engineer to be, but it was an awesome experience.
We're not glorious either, so we like that.
So did he offer you any kind of tips, or was it more just the fact of he was sitting there and you asked him to do something, he would do it?
Yeah, it was more of that.
Yeah. It was mainly that, yeah.
While he was mixing, I was playing Atari, so.
Okay. Well, that's 2600, 5200.
I fell asleep.
Which one?
I'm not sure.
A little
bit. It's before my time.
Before your time. Sure. Space Invaders.
Yeah.
And
Jungle Hunt.
Yeah, it was honestly it was hard for us to even figure out how to work it.
Yeah. It was to be so low tech. It was very high tech.
I think the very first game we played, it went from a white screen to a black screen to a white screen and black screen. And that was just from hitting the button.
It took us like 20 minutes to get to Space Invaders, and by then we were done. So.
Yeah.
Got it. Tell me a little bit about putting together the song. Let Me Know.
It's a fun song. It's just one that we all kind of worked on together and stuff. It's kind of about somebody having a hard time maybe or something that you can always kind of find us and we'll help you out of it. So that's kind of what that's about. But it's just fun. It's just kind of a jamming song. We all worked up together. It was easy. It felt real natural to us all. So I hope everybody enjoys it. It sounds.
Let's check it out. The Blue Soul Gypsys, Let Me Know. Locals only, Central Kentucky's rock station, 107.3 The Point.
You think too much. Yes, you don't talk enough, and you hide that smile even when you're happy. Cry sometimes and don't know why, but you always feel so empty inside. I tell you, girl, I know just with what you're doing. Get on home and make it right. Don't you waste another minute, just in case you miss the one you leave behind. And fight for it if you think it's worth it. Would you give him your best if you think he deserves it? But if you wind up
cold and all alone, would you find a way to let me know? I bet you're beautiful. First thing in the morning, no makeup on and hair all a mess. Well, how's the fall up and down this road? Maybe see what the future holds. I think it's worth it just to see. Get on home and make it right. Don't you waste another minute, just in case you miss the one you leave behind. Fight for it if you think it's worth it. Would you give it your best if you think it deserves it? But if you wind up cold and all alone, would you find a way to let me know? With a situation or something I may have got myself into. You're the one that is plain to see. That's all that's missing here from me. Baby, just believe. Get on home and make it right. Don't you waste another minute, just in case you miss the one you leave behind. Fight for it if you think it's worth it. Would you give him your best if you think it deserves it? But if you wind up cold and all alone, would you find a way to let me know? A way to let me know. Would you give him your best if you think it deserves it? But if you wind up cold and all alone, would you find a way to let me know?
Central Kentucky's rock station 107.3 The Point. Let me know. The Blue Soul Gypsys in the studio, and of course, recently recorded in Nashville, down there at Fry Pharmacy, and so lots of things going on. Show, of course, coming up at the State Theater at the end of January, and some other shows they can check you out before then. You're going to be playing a lot of different dates up around Louisville and around the area.
We just played at Phoenix Hill this past Friday night, and that went really well. We had a good time there. And,
so the world has not ended?
The world did not end, no, which is cool. I'm happy to be here still. And we're going to be at Wick's Pizza in Louisville the 4th, and for a battle of the bands going on up there, so that's gonna be really cool too.
So how many bands are in on that?
We're not sure.
We're not for sure, really. I know it's going to be a lot, though. They've invited a lot of people, and it's going to actually, I think it's going to run like a whole month. They're going to do it.
It's going to be like a series.
Yeah, different rounds.
It's take a few rounds for us, so I hope we don't get kicked out in the first one.
Yeah, I think what they're going to do is they're going to take like a few bands a night and then pick the winner from that and then just move on.
Okay. Well, you guys have a great shot with the most awesome drummer here.
Yeah.
Drum off.
Yeah,
you got to talk
Jeffrey
a little bit
Scott.
about that, because that was pretty cool. The journey. Where did the journey actually start with the drum off? Because you actually just started as a statewide competition.
Yes, it actually started as a store competition. So it started as I went to the Louisville Guitar Center, and there were some drummers from the Louisville area, and there was one from West Virginia, and I think one from Ohio that came there, but competed there, and then I ended up winning the store. And then from there, it was one drummer from Lexington and one drummer from Louisville to represent Kentucky and Indianapolis, and then I won there. And then once I won there, it was going to represent Kentucky, Indianapolis, and Ohio, and Chicago, and then going there. So I ended up making it past the first 4 rounds and got in the top 25. And there was about over 4,000 that started. So that was a great experience.
That started. So you did three tiers up to Chicago.
Yeah, there was 4. There was actually 4 rounds. So
okay.
And then, but after I got there, I ended up losing, but it was a great experience. So.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
really
that's pretty cool.
enjoyed it.
You
Yeah,
probably
it
got a little
was.
bit of sponsorship out of that. What do you get? I'm sorry, you get a little bit of stuff out of it.
Yeah, I got
so.
a lot of good stuff out of it.
Yeah, so I mean,
it was fun.
that's pretty cool. And is there anything you kind of picked up on doing that? Because obviously, when you start, you're kind of looking at the beginning. If you've never done one of those before in Louisville, you obviously picked up things you needed to do.
Oh
to
yeah,
move on to the next
definitely.
level.
It was when I first started, I was completely convinced I wasn't going to make it past the first round. I didn't want to do it. I was actually forced to do it.
Yeah.
So to make it that far was amazing, and to get up in front of a room full of people and play for 5 minutes straight in front of a room full of professional drummers, it took a lot to do that. So I grew a lot from it. It was a great.
Is there
experience.
someone you talked to along the way that helped you out on that path?
Yes, Mark Potts. He plays in Nashville and stuff like that. One of the judges, he told me, he was with me at the Louisville store, kind of giving me some tips and stuff like that. And then from there on out, it was just, confronting the people at Pandarilla and my bandmates and asking them what's the best thing to do and things like that. What do you like the most? Just talking to them and seeing what they like the best out of the solo and just sticking with that through the whole thing.
Now, what kind of order? Did you get to watch the other drummers, or were you just kind of isolated?
They handpicked it out of a hat, and we all got to be out there and watch each other, but it was just the order was different every time.
Okay, so you could have just got picked
I could have
one or 8
first,
or whatever.
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, where did you end up in that whole pick most of the time? Did you have to start
Most of the
early? or
most of the time
mid-range?
I was in the middle,
That's
and that
probably
worked out
good,
really
yeah.
good. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I didn't want to go first. That was my only thing. I went last once, but I definitely didn't want to go first.
No, last you could watch what everybody else has done and
Yeah.
kind of go, oh, well, he did that. I'm going to go ahead and do this
Yeah,
this way. So
exactly.
I guess that is a little bit of an advantage. Break Me Down, guys. Tell me a little bit about that. Recording in Nashville, Fry Pharmacy, and back there about a week and a half ago. And Mike says he's not going to talk other than say his name. He's already done that.
He has a 10-word limit, and he's already said 7 words, so we can get 3 more words out of you, Mike.
And he uses rollover words, so next time he may say 12, 13 words.
Actually, if you want to just go ahead and say the name of the song, just say "Bring Me Down."
Bring me down.
There we go. It's 10.
That's the end of his words for tonight.
That's right. That's it. It's over.
I'm done.
No, Bring Me Down's kind of bluesy. I like it. It's something that's my favorite kind of music. And what's great about us is I think that we can't agree. If we're all 4 in a vehicle together, we can't agree on a radio station to save our lives just because we don't like the same music.
You don't like the Beatles.
I don't.
Doesn't like the Beatles.
You don't like Bob Dylan?
That's very understandable.
No, it's not.
From a drummer's perspective, yeah, I can see Bob Dylan be very understandable. I'm not liking Bob Dylan. Yeah, I
Who
can see
don't
that.
like Bob Dylan?
It's totally different music. I think everybody has a lot of different musical tastes and a lot of different influences and it's great that you guys have different influences. To
I think that's the best thing
band
is that we
together.
all got different influences. We bring something to the table. So this is probably my favorite song that we have is because I get to be myself in all of them. But this one really is like who I really am. So I really thoroughly enjoy that a lot. And it's about being lonely. I mean, so it's pretty self-explanatory.
I think this song really shows our different musical backgrounds because Mike comes in with the riff at the very beginning, and then the groove that me and Justin go into is just not what you would expect at all coming from it, and it's really cool.
That and also, like, with the different influences, a lot of times we can't agree on different artists. We all have our own taste of music, but we all also have the same, like, every once in a while we'll have the same influences. Like, we've all been raised up on classic rock. Led Zeppelin and Rolling Stones and the Beatles,
I like the Beatles all right. I mean,
stuff like that. But I mean, there's always a connection there. Like, we can always agree on one thing.
we agree to disagree.
There you go. Bring Me Down. It's the Blue Soul Gypsies, locals only, Central Kentucky's rock station, 107.3 The Point.
nobody around to love. Yeah.
Central Kentucky's rock station 107.3 The Point. Bring Me Down, the Blue Soul Gypsies, of course, State Theater, January 25th in E-Town. Come on out for the show. And you got a special guest that night?
Yep, Ryan Brashear. He's going to be playing there. He's a very talented, awesome voice, great songwriter. So everybody will be happy to see him too, I know. So it's going to be great. I'm excited to watch him. So it's going to be awesome.
Of course, they want to check out your music. Or are you going to post any of the new music? Or you got other music up too?
Yeah,
online?
we got some old. We got some old stuff up there. But yeah, we're going to get this the EP kind of brushed up a little bit, and then we're going to upload those songs for people to listen to, whether it be the full version or clips of them, or there's going to be a way for people to check it out. And you can look at us on Facebook and Reverb Nation, and that's just Facebook / the Blue Soul Gypsies, or Reverb Nation / the Blue Soul Gypsies. And we'll have all the updates on what we're doing, what's going on. Samantha and Jacob are our managers, and they keep really on top of that stuff and our pictures. And they're, of course, with Pandarilla Productions. You check them out too. They've got their T-shirts in for sale, and they've got a lot going on down there too that everybody will be very excited to hear about. So just saving lives, not like firemen, but like
I'd like firemen, saving musicians.
Saving musicians, I guess so. We just want to help people.
So tell a little bit more about recording. You guys went in and recorded the EP, and how you did 4 tracks, and what was your time frame of going in there and doing that?
About 12 hours.
About 12 hours.
Yeah, and that was pushing it. We really should have done 3 probably. Yeah. But 4, it worked out. They sound okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We got to all record it live, so
yeah,
we all did live.
Tracked, yeah.
Okay. So not a lot of separation in when you were recording stuff. You guys were recording as kind of a band at live.
Just we all had our own headphone mix, and we could kind of listen to what we wanted to listen to, and then he just did it all right there. It was really a neat process. It was really cool.
So analog for, of course, the Blue Soul Gypsies, recorded in Fry Pharmacy in Nashville, and you can check out some of those songs. And you guys are constantly writing songs. In fact, you wrote this song we're going to do, right after you guys went back out of the studio there.
Yeah. So it was really neat. Yeah, we're constantly working like that. I don't think we'll ever run out of material, really.
No way.
I just don't think we do. As long as you keep doing things in your everyday life to be inspired, then you'll always have something to write about. You know, if you don't change up your everyday, then you're going to run out eventually. You got to give yourself new experiences and all those things that come along with creativity. You can't just sit in one spot and hope that it comes out, because it won't. Not for very long.
And and there's always going to be a melody to a feeling you have. So with those two together, your feelings, your experiences, the things you write, there's always going to be a melody to it. So I don't see us ever running out of material.
It's like music's more of a matter of the heart, really. It's kind of like that. Like there's always something more.
Jeffrey looking deep thought there.
He looks like he wants to say
It's
something.
I just beat drums.
No, well, I mean, all of us, when we just sit around throughout the day, that's what we're thinking of. Whether for me it is a song or it's a drum beat or it's a melody, we're all thinking of something throughout the day. So I mean, I don't think we'll ever run out of material because we're inspired by everything. So
Yeah, it's what we love, and we're starting to get a lot of chemistry now, even more than we had the last time we came here. It just keeps increasing, and the love that we have from one another continues to grow, and we're starting to figure out how to be on stage and all the things that come, because we've only been in a band for a little over 5 months now, so we're still trying to learn each other, but it's coming really fast now, and everything's starting to get a full circle, and we're really excited about our direction, and the sound that we're starting to come into is really good. So
Let It Roll. Let's check it out. January 25th at the State Theater in Elizabethtown. Look forward to seeing you guys there.
Thank you.
all right,
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Blue Soul Gypsies, Let It Roll, Central Kentucky's rock station, locals only, 107.3 The Point.
So what? I'm a little bit different. Tell me what's it really matter to you? Oh yeah, it's damn hard to make it. That's what we put ourselves on through. I don't know where we go, if we wind up high or wind up low. It's probably best to just take it slow and let it roll. Yeah, people are indifferent. Doesn't make you gotta scream out loud. Oh yeah, we see the opposite, what we're looking at with our eyes. I don't know where we go, if we wind up high or wind up low. It's probably best to just take it slow and let it roll. I don't know if we're right or wrong, or if singing a song can save our souls. It's probably best to just take it slow and let it roll.